Hi, I'm Meli, a LUNA Astrology Ambassador, and I'm here today to show you how to cast biwheels, a common practice in astrology that LUNA makes super simple and intuitive. I'm excited to show you how. There are three primary types of biwheels that we're going to look at today and how to cast them. So we're going to start with the transit-to-natal biwheel. This is where we're looking at a natal chart alongside the current transits in the sky. So the first thing you're going to do is head up to your main menu and click on Charts. LUNA has all of these public charts loaded in for you. Obviously, you'll have also your own chart profiles. You can select whichever natal chart you'd like. But as of the day that I'm recording this, Taylor Swift just announced her 12th album a few days ago, so she's top of mind for me. Here is Taylor's natal chart. Now, when we've got one chart up like this, LUNA calls this a uniwheel. We're looking at one chart. If we want to look at the transits that are going on in the sky right now alongside her natal chart, we're going to come right over to the chart menu on the right-hand side of the screen and click on Transit Biwheel. That simple. Note that on mobile, the chart menu is available at the top of the screen. It's nested, so you just have to click on that to open it, and then click on Transit Biwheel there as well. So now you'll see both of the chart profiles on the left-hand side with Taylor at the top and the transits at the bottom. You can use the Space-Time Navigator on the right-hand side if you'd like to change the timing. So if you'd like to look at the transits on the following day or type right in a future or past date that you'd like to compare, you can do that. And if you're on a mobile device or tablet, the Space-Time Navigator is available at the bottom of the screen. All right, that was the first type. Now, to exit the biwheel and return to just the original uniwheel view, you're going to click on Remove Transits on the right-hand side, just on that X there, and we're back to the uniwheel. Okay, now the second type of biwheel we're going to look at is a Synastry biwheel, also a very common practice where we're looking at two natal charts alongside each other. So here we still have Taylor's chart pulled, her natal chart. And what we're going to do is on the right-hand side where it says Synastry biwheel, this is right under Transit biwheel. So again, in mobile, this is going to be nested under chart menu, and you'll click on Synastry biwheel. And then I am in a diva kind of mood today, so we're going to look at Mariah Carey and Taylor Swift alongside each other. Boom, there you go. So now we've got Taylor on the inside, and we've got Mariah Carey on the outside. Okay, if you wanted to switch who's on the inside or the outside, that's super easy to do. Over here on the left-hand side, you can click here where it says drag to reorder. And very simply, you can switch their order. When a biwheel is active, a new Interwheel aspects data sheet is always available to you. So what that means is up here in the submenu, you'll see the fourth icon that looks like a spreadsheet says Interwheel aspects when you hover over it. If you click on that, it will show you a chart version data sheet of the aspects between your two charts. Up here, it'll show you who is on the horizontal axis and who is on the vertical axis. Depending on how your brain works, this can be a really cool way to take the information in instead of only visually in the chart. If you want to go back to the chart view, you just pop over here to the first icon that says horoscope. Again, all of this is accessible at the top of your mobile view as well. All right, lastly, we're going to look at auxiliary chart types. So I'm going to come over here to the right side again and remove Mariah Carey, get back to our Taylor Swift uniwheel. And let's say that I wanted to see how secondary progressions or solar arc directions are impacting Taylor's chart. Well, this one's a little bit different, but intuitive all the same. All right, so now on the right-hand side, you'll see under Transit biwheel and Synastry biwheel, this secondary progressions option. So you're going to click on secondary progressions, and it's going to change the Unwheel to show you only the secondary progressions chart. But on the right-hand side, again, under chart menu, you can see transit biwheel and natal biwheel. So you can easily now compare the secondary progressions chart to transit or natal. I'm going to do natal. So if we click on natal biwheel, you now see, and something that I super appreciate, is that her natal chart got automatically added as the inner wheel, and the secondary progressions are on the outer wheel. It's the intuitive way to look at it. And on the left-hand side, you'll see her chart profile on the top and the secondary progress titled here on the bottom. Again, if you preferred it the other way, you could drag to reorder. Personally, I like it the way that it automatically does it. And just to note that she made this announcement for her album that I just mentioned on the 12th at 12:12 a.m. because it's just cute like that. And I want to say she was in Los Angeles. I'm not actually certain about that, but let's just have a quick peek. You can see how easy it is to use this space-time navigator, and we hit cast. And of course, because we're looking at a progressions chart, you're not going to see a lot of change. However, this Jupiter sitting on her moon and her nodal return, ay, ay, ay. Perfection. Do you think she used an astrologer to figure out that date? All right, and as far as auxiliary chart types go, we've got the secondary progress. We also have, for example, solar arc directions. So just to give you one more way of using this, on the right-hand side, again, we can remove secondary progressed very easily. And then pop over to, now that we've got her natal chart still here alone as a unwheel, we're going to come over to solar arc directions on the right-hand side, like we did with secondary progressions. And again, in mobile, chart menu is at the top. And then again, you can choose a transit biwheel or a natal biwheel. For this one, for fun, we'll just do what we haven't done yet, which is transit biwheel. And in this case, you actually see that at the top, the solar arc directions are in the middle and the transits are on the outside. So many different ways to use the cast biwheel options. And that's it for casting biwheels. If you have any questions or thoughts to share, please drop them in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please share with a friend, subscribe, like, all of the things. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.